Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Simnaya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, you all already know that I'm in the rave or come and help me, come and help me. That is everywhere at this point in time. And black people are saying, you all are the people that will never stop saying the N word because you all say it at any point, anytime you get it, it's the N word. And also the same people that said they would not want to date people that look like me, especially the men. Why? Because they need to preserve their race in their own word. And it is either that man with blue eyes and all that, so that to keep the race moving. I know what they call it in Spanish, right? But maybe I won't pronounce it well. So I am not going to say it. So all I can say is that you all need to heal your anti-blackness because you all have so much anti-blackness running through, and you all need to heal yourself because you cannot continuously want somebody's help when you do not care about them. For you to want my help, you absolutely care about me. But what do I know? If not, you all will continue running in circle. You know what? Let's get into this video.
Like an older Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man.
Because of the skin color. It's almost sad because they say, para mejorar la raza. That's what they be saying.
To better the race.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Fucked up, bro. They're fucked up,
So when my grandma moved to the city, and my grandpa moved to the city and they met, my grandma automatically just seemed better because she was with this guy from Michoacan that was light skinned and white with green eyes. And she looked like Pe0ple, dark, short. And that she thought she was better, fool. Like, I swear to God, for my grandma just passed, but she loved my nephew more than she loved my.
Right there. Publicly admitting that your grandmother thought she was better than everybody else because she found her a Mexican man who was light-skinned with green eyes. And then publicly admitting that your grandma liked your niece more than your nephew because one was light and one was black. But see, we all know this. So when you're out here saying, oh, the black people, no, we know, like, come on, man. What kind of level of disrespect is this? Unless you think we're dogs that go come jumping one day, hey, nigga. Viva la Mexico! Is that how you view us? Is that how you see us? Like, anyways, why don't you go beg the white men that you want to mejorar la raza, your family, to come protest with you? Why is it the dark ones that will opposite of mejorar la raza, your family? Why? You don't want our dark stain on, like, the protest. That's how people meet. That's how people fall in love. A lot of people have met you don't want that shit. No, Holmes. No, Holmes.
So y'all want black folks to come and fight with y'all. Come stand on the front line like we always have. But ain't this the same group that refuses to stop saying the N-word? This ain't the same group that was being racist in Zoe Spencer comments when she was going back and forth with that Hispanic creator. But now y'all want our help. Okay, interesting. Those were my initial thoughts, right? It's day war, let them deal with it. But that's an emotional response. Okay, that's pure bitterness, that's wrong. There's no sense of righteousness in that mindset. And even though it's not our fight, it is our fight. Okay, because today, it's Hispanics and Latinos. But the only reason why we not grouped up with them is because technically, legally, we were born here. Okay, he arresting them. That nigga trying to annihilate our whole community. And to those of y'all that's making an argument of, well, undocumented immigration is illegal. This what happen when you break the law anywhere. Bro, this nigga put out a quota. This nigga Trump put out a quota, meaning these officers are required to meet a certain number of arrests. Anytime you put a quota on something, bruh, it's bound for you to run into some outlawed, unlawful shit. You forcing the issue. This nigga dropping 2,000 National Guardsmen to arrest these folks, tear these people away from their families. Nigga, Flint, Michigan still ain't even got clean water. Motherfucking elementary schools, middle schools, high schools getting shot up. And this is what we prioritizing. If you won't see nothing wrong with that, bro, you just as fucked up. So to my black folks, it is our fight. Okay, we can't adopt the same mindset as our oppressors. All right, they want us to divide. That way, it's easier to take us out. Cause today, it's Hispanic and Latinos, but that motherfucker in the White House, he don't look at us no differently. He itching to get us up out of here. It's only a matter of time. All right, we got to be a part of the change that we want to see.
Black people, I can't get through my For You page 3 scrolls without seeing a video about the people over in LA protesting. And if it's not a video about them protesting, it's all these different schools of thought on the protests. Or videos about the relationship that's kind of, I don't want to say fractured, but a little strained between black people and I'll say brown people. And I wasn't going to say nothing because that's like a political conversation, political adjacent conversation, socio-political thing. But I'll tell you this, bro. I'll be 32 this year. I've been living in Florida off and on since 2008, and I've lived in Texas. I've lived around every kind of Hispanic you could think of. Black people, we need to get out of the habit of trying to tell other groups of people who come to this country and want to align themselves with whiteness or be in proximity to whiteness, what's going to happen to them. Because the enemy is white supremacy. It does harm to everybody, white people included. But the problem is that people come here and they want to perpetuate it thinking that they can trade and buy into it, not realizing that white supremacy is exclusive. It's not inclusive. You will never be them. Doesn't matter what kind of minority you are. Doesn't matter how you try to breed your way into it. It don't matter how much money you make. You will never be them. Because to them, especially the ones who make the laws and make the money, that's all that matters. And that's not to say you got to turn around and be aligned with us. But you got to align yourself against them on every level. Not just the optics, but the ideas too. And expecting other people to come to bat for you when it's time for you to fight is crazy, especially when we see you and we see how you are. We see what you do. We see what you say. Because black folk, really, we very empathetic and sympathetic towards everybody because we don't want to see nobody go through the same shit that we done been through, bro. But everybody at every turn, every time are apathetic towards us. And we tired. So I'm saying, black people, don't tell nobody shit. Let them figure it out. Let them fight. And pray they win. Because ultimately, a win against white supremacy is still a win, no matter who won.
It's because we don't trust them. That's the short answer. We don't trust them. I was having a conversation with a Latino under another black creator's post, right? And she seemed reasonable and like she was willing to have a conversation. She was calling for solidarity. She said, we need to stand together and we need to fight this together. She said, we didn't unify last year at the polls. We definitely need to come together now. She said she voted for Kamala. And I asked her, well, why did you say we? And she said, because I am part of the community that didn't show up. Hold on, let me see, because I don't want to lie. She said, because it was my community, right? And I respected that because she wasn't doing what the white people do, which is not all white people and absolving themselves. She was okay with being included in the community that is asking for our help that dropped the ball, right? So I asked her a question. Do you think it's fair to ask someone to come together in a physical fight for your life, but when it was your turn to come into solidarity, your community wouldn't even put in an anonymous vote to protect my life? She responded, but avoided answering the question, but I redirected her back to it. This was my statement to her. I asked you, was it a fair ask? You seem to be reasonable and intelligent. Why did you purposely not answer my question? I already knew why she didn't answer the question. Because whiteness teaches everybody to deflect. That's the best way to absolve yourself. Just deflect. Pretend you don't see the question. Don't answer it. make up something else and redirect them to the point you're trying to make. Not gonna work over here, partner. Not around here. And then she came back and she started to double down on what she had said before, but she was honest enough to stop it. And I can respect somebody that realizes that they were attempting to gaslight me and stop themselves in their own tracks. Okay? And stay with me, because I'm not going out there. And I'm not telling y'all to go out there. Y'all know I'm blackity black black black. This page is blackity black black black. And I'm for my blackity black 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 community. But just stay with me, because I'm pointing out something. Okay, y'all? She finally answered the question. She said it's not at all fair to ask a community that tried to unify us and warn us to fight a fight that they wanted to avoid in the first place. This is my very first time having an encounter with a Latino who was honest and accountable. Every community got some deconstructing to do. I know that semantics is a problem, because really every community, and in this moment we're talking about the Latinos, has to deconstruct their anti-blackness. They don't like that word, and I know that semantics prevents them because they think we're centering ourselves, and for some reason that's a no-no for black people, that's reserved for other groups of people. But until the deconstructing happens in each individual community, and they are honest about why they feel like they feel about black people, why they feel like we're not human, why do they feel like it's our job here to endure pain and suffering, why do they think we're not people, why do they teach medical staff that black women have a higher pain tolerance? Until each individual community is willing to be honest and unpack why in the world do they think we're their attack dogs and their entertainment, until that happens, there's no trust. You can't come together and fight a war with people you don't trust. Because when it was their turn for solidarity, it cost them nothing but an anonymous vote. Nobody even had to know. They could keep lying like they lying now and still say that they hadn't voted for Kamala and keep their proximity to whiteness, but still did the right thing, even though that's cowardly. It was an option. People that serve in the military have to develop a bond with their unit, because you cannot go to war with somebody that you cannot trust with your life. What people have to fight and sacrifice, they appreciate. What people are given, they take for granted. POCs were given freedom they did not have to sacrifice a thing for, and so they did not appreciate it. And those who cannot hear and who refuse to learn must feel. And now they have to pay with pain. They'll appreciate it this go round, but they gotta feel. We can't go to war with people we can't trust. And that's just that on that. When it cost you nothing, you didn't do the right thing. I know you're not going to protect me when it costs you everything. Thank you.
This is all I got from this video. And like he said, these are the people that will never stop saying the N-word, because they say it anytime, like anytime. I remember telling you people about a video that I saw. I mean, like, I was just scrolling and it was Latinos, Mexicans, right? And black people. Like in 2 seconds, the N-word was like, I just scrolled past because it was horrible. Like, the only thing I could hear was just that N, just like, he was just dropping it like, And it is also the same. See, sometimes it's always better to find out, like, how do you treat the dark people in your community? It's just like the way Crystal Black always asks them, how do you treat Afro-Palestinians? Because everybody wants black people to come out for them. How do you treat the people that are black in your community? You don't treat them well. I'm sorry I'm digressing a little bit, but it's needed. Just like each time they are showing what is going on in Gaza, right? You are always seeing the European side of Gaza. They will never show you people that look like me. They will never. But you continue, they put them at the forefront just to let you know that they are suffering. But people that look like me, you will never see them. So it is obvious because the first video that I put up is them saying that where they come from, dating a black man is not always a thing. Why? Because why do I have to date you? I need to preserve my race. I need to preserve my race. How did they preserve the race? By getting something lighter than their skin with blue eyes. That is the only time you are the bomb. But aside from that, you are not the bomb. See, nobody will fix people of color. Nobody will fix what it's going on at this point in time. You people will still be the one to fix it. Because with everything going on, you all want peace, and at the same time, you all do not want peace. You have to choose what you want. And it is by the time you decide on what you want, then you all can work towards it. But as at now, it's nothing. There's nothing you can do. So, and also, you all need to heal your anti-blackness from within, not from the outside. You need to heal your inner self when it comes to anti-blackness, because that anti-blackness is making you people to heal first, and then I think you will be better. Bye for now.